Denise Mathew, and today I'm going to do, they're like a hammered kind of gemstone earring. I've done a couple pairs here already. These ones I used crystals, and I used, I believe, an 18 gauge wire for the ear wire. And then these ones are little carnelian marquise cut beads, and I used a 20 gauge wire. Okay, now you can adjust the lengths of these ear wires as you want. I used 2 inches for the first 2 pairs that I made, and now this time I'm going to use 3 inches of wire. Okay, so right now I have 2 pieces of 20 gauge wire, and it's cut to be about 3 inches, and I'm just going to eyeball it. And now if you want to, you can use a Sharpie, and you can just mark the center so you know where it is, which I'll do right now, and that will help you sort of know where how high up you want to do the hammering. Okay, so now I'm going to do some hammering, and I'm going to do my usual technique, flatten and then texturize. I will be turning the sound off, so I won't be talking during this, and so here we go. Okay, so you notice here that it sort of came out of shape, and that's alright. So all I'm going to do is take my chain nose pliers, and I'm going to just straighten it out a bit. Alright, and it doesn't really matter because the end you're going to be curling anyhow. Okay, so now that I have one done, I'm going to, before I curl it, I'm going to do the other one, and I will come back and show you how they look together. Okay. So I went ahead and I hammered the other one, and I used that black mark that I made with the Sharpie as my point. I don't want to hammer above that point because the other part, this taller part, longer part here, will be going in the ear. Okay, so another thing I want to do is once I'm sort of done hammering, I want to eyeball them, put them side by side. All right, but right now before I do that, I'm just going to straighten them so you can see that how to straighten them. Okay, so just take my nylon pliers, and I'm just going to just straighten that a bit. Okay, and then do it with the other one. Straighten it a bit. Okay. All right, so now that I have them straightened, this is when I would do my adjustments if they're not sort of quite similar, because you want them to be sort of similar. Of course, they're going to be in different ears, so it's not so essential, but you know, close enough is right. So there's your black mark, and they look about the same. So now what I'm going to do is take my rosary round nose pliers, and I'm going to just curl the end in. Okay, that's all I've done is curl the end in, and then I'm going to take the other one, and that's the flattened end, the one that I've already hammered. I'm going to curl that in, and make sure that when you're making your curl, you want the hammered side out and the curl to go in. Okay, so now I have 2 curled wires, and the curled in. Okay, so I'm going to find the place where I stopped hammering, and it's just plain ear wire, or sorry, plain wire, and I'm just going to bend right at that point. Okay, and I can do the same thing with the other ear wire, but because I want them to be the same, and it sort of works out to be right, well, it should be right around that black line that you already put on with your Sharpie. Okay, just in case you're wondering. Okay, so now I have these 2 ear wires. All right, and now it's coming to the point where I'm going to bend them. So I'm taking my Sharpie, or if you don't have a Sharpie, you can use a dowel, or you can use a ring mandrel, whatever you have. And I'm going to bend one side. Okay, so I'm just kind of working it and just bending it. All right. Okay, and I'm coming up sort of with this kind of thing. Do it with the other wire. And I'm doing these together because I want them to be very similar. Okay. All right, and now that I've got the one side done, the hammered side, I'm going to go to the other side, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. Okay. And you can actually have the wires crossing right now. That's okay. It's not a problem to do that. And this will not be the finished product. We're going to do a little bit of adjusting at the same time. Okay, so this one's a bit bigger. Okay, so we're close enough. Again, you can always come back and do some trimming if it's not exactly right. But at this point, I'm just going to stretch it out a little bit. All right, stretch it out, and you want them to be about the same size. Okay, so you're going to look back and forth, compare them. This is when you can do your adjustments and such. All right, okay, let's see what this looks like, and they're very close. Okay, at this point, you can take a file the end, because that will be going into your ear. All right, and it's not essential for these ear wires, this part to be longer than this. It's just a different look. The other ones I didn't do it that way. I made it shorter. So it's really whatever you feel like doing. And again, these are longer ear wires. These are 3 inches compared to the 2 that I already used. Now I'm going to take my briolettes, which I have. I've got these beautiful amethyst briolettes. And I'm just going to do a really quick wrap. And I'm only going to do one for you here. I've done many wraps before. There's a whole video, and I have a link below so that you can see. So I'm just going to do a really super quick wrap, and so you can have an idea, catching the tip of my briolet, and all right, just being a little bit messy here, giving it that rustic look. And I can use all that wire if I want, and or I could make it a little bit lighter. It's really whatever you want to do. And just trim back a bit. Okay. Make sure your loop is this way. All right, now all I'm going to do is open this loop up a bit, sideways. Put this on and close it up. And that would be one earring that you have. All right, and again, you can still stretch these out as you like so that they'll fit into the ear. Okay, and I'll come back and show you the 2 earrings together. Okay, so I've got the 2 earrings put together now, same way I did the first one. That concludes the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of my videos, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.